All right, I just watched, actually yesterday, I finished Stranger from Hell, and it actually been on my watch list for a while now. I don't know. I think it's been on my watch list for half a year, half a year, because I have to be in the mood to watch some of the dark movies, even The Glory. I kind of want to watch The Glory, but for some reason I haven't been in the mood for it yet, so that's sitting on my watch list too. But let's do an unbiased review of from Hell. I thought was well done. It was slow paced, which in these circumstances, I don't like slow paced thriller, but in these circumstances, I like that because it made it more spookier. It made it more that we're a little bit more invested into the character because there was more character development a little bit than, some of the shows that sometimes they bring us. Like, I would have loved to dive into the old lady, the lady history, like how she become what she became, because it seems like she's the one who brought all these people together and started doing that, because since they were kids and they were at the orphanage. So I felt like I wanted to see a little bit more of their life inside the orphanages to see the origin of, where these characters started going wrong, right? But that's a different story. So I'm gonna go character by character. Glasses. He was disgusting. Okay, we all know he was disgusting. Chewing gum, putting it everywhere. He was just pervert. He was just a pervert, opening the doors and letting everybody see what he's watching. We know what he's watching, right? Okay. That was Glasses. The twins. I feel like the guy who played the twins did such an amazing job, because it's kind of hard to play two people at the same time. Okay, to bring the character to life while you're playing both character, you have to be a really good actor to be able to pull that off, and he did an amazing job. It was well done. The two other characters, I'm not going to talk about the tall first character that was cleaning other people, because I think he was there only for 2 episodes before the man guy him because he wasn't doing such a great job. Also, I feel like I wanted to see more, like I wanted to dive more of why the tall main character was so, what is his name? I think in the main character, the two main character, the first one, the short one, his name is Young-hoon. Why So Munjo was so obsessed with the character that moved into the building, like the kid that moved into the building. Why was he so obsessed? Like, what was the obsession about? What vibe did the kid give him to give him that obsession? I feel like they didn't really touch into that. It's just, he saw the kid, he's obsessed. He wants the kids to be like him now, I think, right? Like, to be doing all of that. Like, what triggered the obsession? I feel like they didn't touch on that. I would love to know what it was. Also, the kid that moved into the building. I mean, come on. If you move into building and you see all these people, first of all, I will sleep there one night, even if it's one night, and if everybody's just that spooky, I'm gone, okay? But he just stay. I understand he don't have money, but that was a spooky place. I mean, any sane person will go in there and be like, yeah, no. And I'm just putting out of here. The cop character, the female character, the cop, she was driving me insane, okay? She was driving me insane in this show. She was my, why are you doing that? Like, literally, like, this chick was trying to get herself the whole time. Like, because that's how I took it. Like, you're trying to get yourself the whole time. I mean, how can you go into a building without calling for backup? You're a cop. Like, she was just putting herself into these situations while she could have just called for backup. Like one of the scene where the main character, the kid, call him and say, hey, they kidnapped my girlfriend. I'm going in because if I don't come out, that means this and this. She was literally standing with all these police officers, police cars, instead of saying, hey, there's a kidnapping scene, let's go, there's gonna be somewhere, let's go. She jumped in her car, she drive there alone. We all know what happened. Right? I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone, so you probably don't know what happened. I don't know. If you haven't watched it, I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but whatever you're thinking, it's not that. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, she put herself in that situation. She was there. She drove me insane. But that's that. The end. I am as confused as they come at the end. Was the kid doing this all by himself? Because the cops say, well, when the forensic came in, it seems like he's the one who all these people. But the tall guy was there, right? But then at the end, the morph his face with the tall guy face. Does that mean was he mental and he think he had like a multiple personality? Was he himself doing all of this, or was there something else? For me, in my head, it cannot just be him doing all of these things, because other people make this second person, right? I'm trying to make sense of it, but the end just didn't make sense to me. Like, what were they trying to show us? Were they trying to show us the second guy did exist because the dentist guy, he did exist, right? Because the female cop go to him for dental work. So he did exist. And then he didn't take, like, the kid didn't take the bracelet of the teeth that was put through him. I'm confused at the end. I got confused, to be completely honest. I don't know what to think. Are they trying to maybe set something up where now the kid is his protege? Like they did these things together, and maybe if there's a second show, they're gonna be together? Or are they saying that this kid is mental and he just imagined all these things and just all these people on his own, thinking that someone else is making him do it? I don't know. I guess it's open for interpretation, or it's just my interpretation. I don't know. But I generally feel like there was two people, because other people have to meet the dentist, right? Like they had to meet the dentist. Like his girlfriend met the dentist. The female cop met the dentist because the dentist is her dentist. So he cannot be playing both in his head. But, everything is possible as a movie, so I don't know. So that is my view on this movie. It is good. If you're not in the hurry and you want something to binge watch, if you just, you have a lazy day and you just laying down and just watching something, it is a good show to get into. It's dark. If you're not in that mindset, I won't recommend it. But if you are in that mindset, then yeah, it is there. All right. Bye.